Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano from GUFON, and this is the report. It's been a while, but we're back, and I'm glad to have you here. We have a special treat for you today, and I'm real proud to present a behind-the-scenes look at my trip to Santa Monica meeting Third Phase of Moon and other panel members. Your friends can be for life, so you may never be alone. I lived in Arizona for 43 years. I've given it all I can give it. And at this point in my life, yeah, it's beautiful. Look at it. I got the drone here, getting some lasting memories that I thought I would take with me to Hawaii at one time. It didn't pan out, and several months go by. My parents are talking about moving to Florida. Look at this beautiful Arizona mule. Beautiful. So I went to Lake Pleasant, went all over the state as best I could, and made some memories for myself because I wanted something different, a change. Look how beautiful the sun is here. Arizona is a unique place. I loved it. I really did. The landscape was great. The architecture was nice, but it's dusty and hot and boring. About the time we had the old lockdown, nothing was going on. I'm a little frustrated like most Americans. So I'm considering moving out of the state. Arizona changed for me. The people, the politics. I never felt like I belonged. And I really did want to go someplace totally different. Believe it or not, it's because of my parents. I came to Florida. Unbelievable. So I packed up everything. In May, we left on May 3rd, May 4th, early in the morning. There's the remainder of my stuff. Goodbye, Arizona, I was thinking. Leaving behind all the memories I had going to school, driving, music, concerts, chicks, friends. It all changed. So we got on the plane, went down that runway at 250 miles an hour, and we were up. Goodbye, Arizona. Hello, Florida. The landscape's so different. You could see it dusty, brown, to green and lush. And being here for a few months, I think I like it a lot. So ran through the airport, got home, and what was it? They're in Hawaii, right? Look at the Arizona desert to this. Man, so different out here. So I got settled in and got familiar with my surroundings, got the studio set up so I can do the show. Third phase of Moon was now 6,000 miles away and 6 hours away, time zone wise. So talking became a little less and a little later, but I got familiar with my surroundings a little bit, found a cemetery, did a little drive through, seeing if I can get familiar with it. I don't know, maybe shoot something there. Foggy weather, rainy weather. I didn't realize it rains this much in Florida, but it does. Look at this. It's what I love. I'm happy. And every time I would talk to Third Phase, they're like, can't wait for this lockdown to end. We want to get back to California, make documentaries, maybe make a movie, go out there, make connections. And they did. They called me. And they said, hey, you coming to Cali or you going to stay home and wish you came? Man, I got on the next flight I could find on the 18th of July, and flew out to Santa Monica to meet Third Phase of Moon, Dark Hour Paranormal, Dr. J Radio Live, Apollo, and Darth Weir, not Greer. Well, that was a Freudian slip. I'll leave that in there so you can laugh a little. So I land in California, Last one off the plane, got my luggage, called an Uber. Hey, what? No, that was by accident. Called an Uber and made it to the house. But where are they? I don't see it. Hello? I'm yelling hello. Nobody's here? Wow, this place is nice. I'm glad I took the camera out. Beautiful, right? Even has a roof on the top. You can look over the whole city. Bing! There was Brent. I couldn't believe it. I'm meeting Brent Cousins. Blake comes in. I can't believe I'm actually making contact with Third Phase of Moon. Michael shows up a day and a half later, and we're up on the rooftop getting shots of the area. That's looking west. That's looking north. I mean, I did the whole thing, you know what I mean? Then we went to the Santa Monica Pier. I had to get pictures. That's facing Hawaii. If you just walk off the pier and keep going, you hit Hawaii. Boy, is it beautiful in Santa Monica. 75 to 77 degrees every day. Well, the next night, we went to the Whiskey A Go-Go. First time they were open in over 450 days because of lockdown situation. And we saw a band, had a private invitation, and had a really good time. I can't play the music, but they were called Fast Times, and they did 80s covers. It was a good time. Third Phase of Moon really knows how to host their guests, I tell ya. So we spent the night out. Went to this concert at the Whiskey A Go-Go. First time it's open in over 450 days. An iconic place in Los Angeles, California. Reopened. And we were there on the first night. What a memory. Beautiful. There's me and Michael hanging out in the backyard. Then the next day, we took a bike ride from Santa Monica to Venice Beach. It was a 7-mile trek, but nonetheless, beautiful weather, sun, surf, and boy did I need it. And let me tell you, I needed it. If you'd never been to Santa Monica, it is absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. I tell you, when I was riding the bike and just looking around, smelling the fresh air, it was a vacation well needed. It wasn't all vacation. I mean, we did work a little bit. Take a look at some of this footage here I got. It wasn't overly crowded. I think this was a Tuesday, if I recall correctly. Just getting people out, getting some sun. This is what it's all about. Hanging out with your friends. Oh, and Cameron, Brent's son, was there too. So he brought a skateboard and was in that skate park. There's Michael using the Oculus. He's boxing somebody. And if you've never tried it, it's amazing. There we go. Awesome picture, right? Hey, what? Selfish. Plug there. Selfless? Selfish. Beautiful tree. Selfish? Michael taking a picture of me and me taking a picture of Michael. Oh, that's the tree. Beautiful tree. Right across the street. That's the McDonald's we went to. You know, this lady was talking to nobody. I saw a lot of this in California. Yeah, pretty sad. But she had a friend that was there. You just couldn't see him or her. My favorite hat now. Good time, man. There's Brent looking at his phone. Always working, these guys. Always doing something. It's like constantly enjoying life, but working at the same time. It seriously was a beautiful thing to watch. Here we are looking at one of the beautiful sunsets. Every night was beautiful. Me and Brent just chilling. Welcome back to GUFON, everybody. I'm out here at the best time of the day, sunset, and it's the most beautiful one that I've ever seen, that I've seen since I've been here. Perfect weather, perfect sky for seeing UFOs. You got a little bit of clearness, a little bit of cloudiness. The weather's just right, the temperature's perfect, and you got to be in a good mood. I'm in a great mood. The aliens are going to come right over here, and they might, land in these trees over there, but hopefully we'll be able to see something we can't explain, put it up on the channel, and we could all envy in its beauty. As we were going towards the location to shoot a music video for Third Phase of Moon, Behind the Veil, you can buy it now. There's Fox Plaza we came up upon. Nakatomi Plaza. Do you remember Nakatomi Plaza? There you go. And the Fox Studios. That's where we recorded. Well, they recorded it. I recorded them recording and making the video. That's where Die Hard was shot. In that building. And they're making a video right there. Pretty interesting to be there. It's called Fox Plaza. But anyway, some behind the scenes action. They just had the cell phone playing the music very low. Blake can hear it while he jams out. And I'm just recording them. Look at this beautiful beam that comes down from the sun. Either it's a reflection off two buildings, I don't know what, but you're going to see it coming up here. And it just goes right on the guitar. There it is. It's like God is touching rock and roll. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Anyway, that's what I thought. You just gotta get out anywhere you want to go, and you can do this in LA. And just start recording. People don't care. Nobody honks their horns. Nobody's trying to get in your shot. Actually, I think I even saw birds avoid the shoot. Pretty cool though. It was really interesting to see Brent and Blake work because they don't waste any time. They don't do 8, 10, 11 shots. They pretty much do everything in one take. There's Michael jamming out. Yeah, it's pretty cool watching how easy it is to make a music video. And it's not. It's all done in post-production, but it was fun to watch. Stop it. Yeah, rock and roll. And we left. And that was it for the video for that day. And it was also the end of my time. So I had to go to the airport the very next morning and get there by 6. My flight left at 8:30. So I got to the airport about 2.5 hours early on accident. And it was all because of you. And I want to thank everybody who helped me and contributed. All the super chats and donations and PayPal and Cash App. Thank you guys very much from the bottom of my heart. But that 16-hour awful flight home, 2 flights. I know they were still following me. Look, they're talking about me. Yeah, you get them. All right, you too. Believe me, they're still following me. But back to Florida I went. And that's that. I mean, couldn't ask for a better landing. Couldn't ask for a better vacation. Third Phase of Moon, Dark Hour Paranormal, Dr. J, Darcy, Apala. Everybody was very nice. Ben, you know who you are. And of course, Grandpa Joe. Back home. And you know what that means. It's time for UFO reports and new Antarctica find. I'm happy to bring you this because I think you'll like these next sighting reports and Antarctica find from Into Thin Air. Thank you for this submission.
Alright, I'm going to do my best to set the scene for you here. We are at the top of a mountain, slightly off the peak, you can see. And some key things I want you to notice is our elevation. This mark that we're at right now is at 7,866 feet above sea level. Keep that in mind as we zoom into this area to discover something that looks like a man-made structure, specifically some sort of pyramid or entranceway into this mountain. And you can clearly see that the peak of it meets right where my mouse is now, clearly showing the shadow on the opposite side of where the sun is hitting it. Take a look at this perfect peak right here, this perfect triangle. And now that we're oriented here, I'm going to go ahead and turn the view a little bit, and we're going to take a snapshot, and we're going to do some simple contrast and lighting to bring out what we're looking at here, and you're not going to believe your eyes. Take a look at what this thing looks like when you add contrast and a little more lighting to bring it out of the shadows. You are looking at something that looks like a structure that was built or some sort of entrance into the side of this mountain. I'm going to measure this structure for you and all that fun stuff, but back here on Google Earth, I want to zoom up for you guys so you can get an idea of the landscape. There are no trees whatsoever along this mountain. It's a lot of rock and ice and snow, as most of Antarctica is said to be. And what I'm going to do is just measure each side for you. We'll take a click right here, and I've already done this off screen, but we'll do it again together. So from the tip of the triangle or pyramid down to the ground, you can measure about 70 feet. And we'll do a quick measurement from the other point to the peak again, another 70 feet. We could be seeing a structure sticking up 70 feet into the air, which is why the sun is hitting the back of it and then presenting the shadow onto the snow. Or like we said before, it could be some sort of an awning type design that actually sticks out of the mountain, just showing the triangular entrance. Very quickly before I let you guys go, I want to show you why I was so precise on the elevation of this and why it's so weird that this may be a man-made structure or some sort of ancient built structure, if you catch my drift. But the reason is this: if we were at almost 8,000 feet elevation, which is where that structure's built, as we said before, that is higher than Mile High Stadium, which, as you can see here, sits at 5,280 feet elevation above sea level. And for those of you that follow sports, we all know that the higher the elevation, the harder it is to breathe and function, and that's only at a mile. This was at nearly 8,000 feet, and if you do some simple math and look at this chart right here, we are entering a high altitude and a dangerous altitude, at least for human beings known today. And again, in my opinion, it reveals a lot more interesting info about how this got here, what it is, or how long it's been there.
I love this Antarctica submission. Into Thin Air is a new YouTube channel. and the guys capturing and finding fantastic stuff like this. And you would think that all of this stuff would already be found, but here it is. Looks like a possible 70-foot tall pyramid in Antarctica on the side of a mountain near the top of it at 80-something hundred feet in thin air, mind you. It's not easy to breathe in that if you're not used to it. Your car might even have a problem breathing up there, no joke. So you can see he takes measurements of this. You can see the pyramid. I mean, if that isn't a purposeful structure that shouldn't be there, mind you, it shouldn't be there. Now, we can't say that's trees. There's no trees. He pointed that out. There's hardly anything there that would grow. It's ice and dirt. What is it? Is it an entrance to an underground tunnel system? It's big enough for a UFO to fly into it or fly out of it. What a great find. Just unreal what people can still find in Antarctica. Thank you, Into Thin Air. Appreciate it. Wish you a lot of luck on the channel. The link will be in the description. And now, UFO reports. This is amazing. This first one, this is something that I don't know, man. But you just got to take a look at it and keep an open mind. Third phase of moon, take it away, please.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special report for you today. The UFO sightings, they're on the rise, and the people from around the world are submitting it right here at Third Phase of Moon. We're happy to share the incredible videos as they come in as fast as possible. So let's get to our first video right now, shared from the public like you. Take a look at this.
I told you. But what is that? Seriously. Somebody's in an airplane recording this, right? And it looks like a piece of lint flying around. Like a big piece of lint. Is that a piece of a kite that broke loose? Where is this? Ecuador? I don't know. It's somewhere on the other side. Somewhere where they see stuff like this a lot. I think this might be something like a fabric. But it's moving at a pretty good pace. It doesn't seem to be wobbling around. I don't know. I almost think that this is in the window, that it's a reflection, that their phone is up in the glass, and when the plane, I don't know. Look, I'm trying to be logical here. Here, I zoomed in for you as best I could. It was all over. But look at this thing, and then it disappears. I don't understand it. What is it? You know what I mean? Is it alive? Is this an EBE? I don't know. But it disappears. How? Watch. is it? Oh, here it is. I zoomed in right here. Then it just disappears. See, I think this is a lens anomaly. This is something like that. I don't know. Next.
What in the hell is that? It just disappeared. Oh my God. It's the 4th of July, but these are not fireworks.
This is recorded by a YouTube channel called UFO Energy, and somebody sent it to me, and I can't remember who, and I apologize, I don't remember, but that's the channel. You can find it. It says OVNI Captado in Davy Cooper City, Florida. So Davy Cooper, I guess. But this is a weird chandelier looking type of light array of some sort. Like, I was thinking this has got to be a drone, hanging lights from it, but they're not swirling or meandering about. You don't see a beam from the ground shooting upward, nor do you see something on top shooting down. That looks like a structure there. And I zoomed this in and kept it centered the best I could. And after this, I'll show you what it looks like in the natural frame because it was filmed in portrait mode. But look at this, even red and blue lights, like police lights. It's really odd. I know what some of you are thinking. It's a drone. I don't think so. If it's a drone, or maybe a drone blimp, it was stationary in the sky doing this. The video's 3.5 minutes long. It's pretty wild stuff. I think he said he saw it for about 5 to 10 minutes, it says here. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know. We've seen things like this in Brazil and in Ecuador, Peru. These kinds of lights seem to be very popular. Now we have them here over in Florida. So I'm not sure if this is something in a fog, if this is stadium lights. That's the only thing I could think that makes sense. It's some sort of stadium light effect. We just can't see the pole. That's what I think it is. Here's the regular view. You can see it here. Come on. There it is. That's what it looks like. You can see the reference. No, not stadium. That's in the sky. That's amazing. Unbelievable. Well, that's amazing. That wraps it up for me. I don't know. And that's it for Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano signing off. Until next time, you can find me on GUFON every day of the week, except for Sunday now. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and it's live for 2 hours. I thank you, Third Phase of Moon, for everything you do. As I take us out to the digital highway, remember, you are not alone. And if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. For ufology. Good night, everybody.